Welcome to Legal 123s with ByrdAdatto. Legal issues simplified through real client stories and real-world experiences. Creating simplicity in 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to Season 16 preview of the Legal 123s with ByrdAdatto. I'm your host, ByrdAdatto, with my co-host, Michael Byrd.
Brad, let's pause a moment and reflect on completing Season 15.
Wow. Okay, I'm pausing, and I'm done pausing. Yeah, Michael, I think we've surpassed our wildest dreams.
I know we should maybe stop acting like, our maturity level of 13-year-old boys and maybe act like 15-year-olds now. I mean, we're going to have our driver's license next season.
I know. That's
we got to get
crazy.
it together.
We do. I doubt that will happen. But, Michael, I was always told that it's the thought that counts. But Season 14 was great. I mean, the season of learning how to start a business, which is the first of 4 seasons that we will cover this year. Michael, and for those of us who have memories like goldfish, what are the 4 seasons of a business?
Yeah, for those who don't know, there are 4 seasons of a business, and we are dedicating an entire podcast season to each season of a business this year. So we have the building season. That's what we just completed. Sure. That's starting a business. We have the operating season, which is Season 16 that we're about to come up with. That's running a business. We have the scaling season, which is growing a business, and the buying and selling season, which sounds exactly like that, is exactly like that. For Season 15, as we said, we've been living in this building season.
Yeah, we have. And we had a ton of guests that season. We had people like Dr. Stephen Camp and Mrs. Stephen Camp join us to talk about their journey. We had a banker come join us, Chris Williams. We had our CPA, Brian Mueller, come join us. We even had a commercial broker helping us with the dirt or the deal, the real estate part. Stephen Holly joined us. So it was a lot of fun.
And don't forget, we had the special with former Navy SEAL Ryan Birdman Parrott, who discussed ways to improve human performance.
Yeah, it was great, especially because, again, we had an awesome live audience that night.
So much fun. So, Brad, we continue to be amazed and grateful to have all of our loyal listeners join us each week on the Legal 123s with ByrdAdatto. And thank you, audience, for sharing our content with others.
Absolutely. It's so kind of you guys. But, Michael, what do we have in store for Season 16?
As I alluded to a minute ago, Season 16 is going to be taken up to a new season of business. I'm excited for it. We're going to ride the emotional roller coaster of the crises that arise in the operating season of a business. Our theme this season is running a business.
That's awesome. Yeah, and we're going to spend a lot of time this season really letting everyone understand, like telling stories about what crises has happened to our clients and the results of those crises.
We'll also have series regular Jay Riero join us and a few other guests this season.
Yes, and Michael, we're heading back to Vegas, baby.
Sweet.
It's for another live podcast this season, and hopefully I think maybe Elvis will join us this year.
Brad, for the last time, Elvis is not alive.
So you say, Michael. So you say. Well, we look forward to catching up with everyone in the Season 16 opener on April 10th, where we have Crisis. What happens when your employed doctor sleeps with a patient? Well, Michael, until then, enjoy the rest of the week. Thanks again for joining us today. And remember, if you like this episode, please subscribe, make sure to give us a 5-star rating, and share with your friends.
You can also sign up for the ByrdAdatto newsletter by going to our website at ByrdAdatto.com.
ByrdAdatto is providing this podcast as a public service. This podcast is for educational purposes only. This podcast does not constitute legal advice, nor does it establish an attorney-client relationship. Reference to any specific product or entity does not constitute an endorsement or recommendation by ByrdAdatto. The views expressed by guests are their own, and their appearance on the program does not imply an endorsement of them or any entity they represent. Please consult with an attorney on your legal issues.